Witch Watch looks like a harmless, magical comedy. But here's the catch. It isn't really a kids' anime. Beneath the cute witches, goofy faces, and chaotic magic are sexual jokes, suggestive situations, violence, and scenes that can get surprisingly uncomfortable. So before you put this one on for a child, there are a few things you should know. Witch Watch follows Nico Wakatsuki, a teenage witch in training, and Morihito Otogi, her childhood friend who comes from an ogre lineage. Nico moves in with Morihito, who becomes her familiar and protector after a prophecy warns of danger coming her way. The result is a supernatural rom-com packed with magic mishaps and school comedy. The anime aired in 2025 and adapts Kenta Shinohara's Weekly Shonen Jump manga. Its genres include comedy, fantasy, romance, and supernatural elements. That mix is important because Witch Watch can jump from wholesome friendship to risky slapstick or suggestive comedy without much warning. First, let's talk about the biggest hidden issue for younger viewers: sexual content. Witch Watch includes crushes, suggestive jokes, and accidental situations involving partial nudity. Some episodes even involve characters seeing underwear after magic goes wrong. These moments aren't the main story, but they can definitely make the show inappropriate for younger kids. One particularly awkward example comes from the early episodes, where magic causes clothing to become transparent, and a teenage character's underwear is briefly visible. There are also hot spring and beach scenes with more revealing outfits. It's played for comedy, but that's exactly why parents might miss the warning signs. The tone stays playful even when the content gets suggestive. Then there are the dangerous scenes. Witch Watch loves turning magic into chaos. Characters can end up in accidents, dangerous supernatural situations, or slapstick fights. The violence usually isn't gory, but there are threats, weapons, bullying flashbacks, and characters getting hurt. The BBFC specifically notes violence, threat, horror, and sexual threat in its classification. One scene worth knowing about involves teenage girls being harassed by men who threaten them with violence while carrying weapons. The situation is interrupted quickly, but the scene itself is much darker than the usual goofy rom-com energy. That's a major reason I'd avoid calling Witch Watch a simple children's cartoon. The show also has some mild profanity and suggestive dialogue. Crunchyroll's content advisory lists violence, profanity, smoking, and suggestive dialogue, while individual episodes can carry a 12+ advisory. Now, here's the interesting part. Witch Watch isn't actually built around shock value. Its core themes are friendship, identity, community, and helping others. Nico genuinely wants to use her magic to help people, while Morihito takes his responsibility as her protector seriously. That's why the darker or suggestive moments can feel so unexpected. And if you're wondering about the branches of Witch Watch, think of it less like a straight battle shonen, and more like a genre blender. The manga and anime move between school comedy, supernatural action, romance, serious character moments, and absurd parody. The manga itself has many distinct story arcs, while the anime adapts those different flavors into episodic adventures. The fandom reaction is pretty mixed in the best possible way. A lot of viewers enjoy Witch Watch because it can switch from absolute comedy to surprisingly emotional moments without taking itself too seriously. Its absurd humor and manga-style gags are a big part of its appeal, but the same comedy doesn't work for everyone. Some viewers dislike the exaggerated voices, cringe-heavy humor, or fan service-style jokes. Even broader anime discussions show that sexualization of younger-looking characters is a major turnoff for some viewers. So the community takeaway isn't really Witch Watch is inappropriate. It's more nuanced. It's a fun supernatural comedy, but parents shouldn't assume that a colorful anime automatically means children's content. Here's the mind-bending part. Witch Watch can look like a wholesome magical school anime while quietly carrying content that lands closer to a teen audience. Its biggest strength is also its biggest warning sign. The series constantly mixes cute comedy, romance, supernatural danger, and mature jokes in the same package. So if you're watching it as a teenager or adult anime fan, enjoy the chaos. But if you're choosing something for a young child, check the content first. Witch Watch isn't a kids' show just because it looks cute. And that's the hidden fact many casual viewers might miss.